Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Don Burgins Tarot, excuse me, here with your bonus May reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Cards have been shuffled and laid out. So, we're starting with Four of Wands, clarified by the Tower and Six of Swords. There is someone in a situation, albeit you or someone who you're dealing with. They are at a stalemate within a situation, the situation namely being divorce or some sort of separation where there may be property, shared property involved of some kind. Um, this could be also someone you're dealing with and you may not have a full knowledge or scope of what's going on with this person behind the scenes. Maybe they haven't fully shared the details of their life, or maybe they said something kind of vague, like I'm going through a separation, but it could be, but it could be pretty deep. There could be children involved and finances and all of that stuff kind of tied up with it. Um, this could alternately, it could be from Aquarius's perspective, meaning they're disinterested in a situation, or they're thinking about leaving someone, or maybe in the process of doing such. So you'll have to take it how it fits, but nonetheless, I'm seeing some sort of separation. I feel like this is something that would have happened regardless, but I am getting a sense of a third party, which typically I don't read Three of Cups as a third party situation. Sometimes it does have the reputation of being that, but very seldom in my readings do I take it that way. In this situation, I am, or just at least, there's people involved in this situation, or like external. Okay, so external influences involved in this situation, namely a third party, or people are aware of something that someone else involved may be completely in the dark about. Like I'm getting a sense of someone just feeling like the fool. And it's, speaking of, we did pull the fool, but I mean literally feeling like a fool because it feels like they have an inclination of something, but they can't prove it, and it's like people behind their back, like the family of the person, or the friends, like mutual friends, like everyone knows what's going on besides this one person. But again, it could be, if this is you, it means it could be your person that's being made the fool of by you, or you being made the fool of, or someone who's interested in you and their person that they're with is feeling like the fool, and you may be the third party and not even know it. So, um, a few different variables. And it's clarified by the Knight of Swords, um, and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, that just kind of further lends to the fact that something is happening. There's something being stirred up, and someone is kind of, they think they know, but they're not fully sure or aware. This is this way. So now this is the because this is the placement of what is hidden. Hidden. This Four of Wands followed by the Tower and Six of Swords is the general energy. So that's, this Four of Wands. Something is falling apart. Also, for some people, there's something that's been kind of in the shadows, and someone is moving on from this situation. Like things are kind of coming to a head, because someone has been in the dark. But I feel like if there is a third party, that's kind of like the final straw. I feel like this is something that was going to happen either way, if this is your reading, if this is for you. So, this Hierophant and the Magician and Ten of Wands, this is the energy of how should Aquarius be spending their time and energy and efforts right now. So, yeah, we have the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. So this is saying, for some people, it's just about going through it, um, doing what you have to do. No one should be in a situation that they're not happy in, that they know is not, going anywhere. There isn't respect or whatever the case may be. For some people, I feel like, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but when I pulled my letter cards, I got the word teach. And so this could be someone just this saying that someone needs to be focusing on something else other than this. Like there's someone who has something else going on outside of this situation. So it's kind of about, because it's saying that someone is at the end that was, they're about to be completed or done with the situation. Now, this, of course, it could be the separation and the divorce, or you guys moving out of a shared property or something like that. And this magician is saying that, you're gonna, like, if this is something you're involved in, things are gonna work out for you. This magician energy is showing that something is manifesting. And when I look at what's coming in, it kind of aligns to that as well. I do see someone in this. We have the Seven of Wands, and then it's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm feeling that someone, in some situations, they're getting their just due. Like there were, like, again, a collective properties or something that had been established, or maybe even a lawsuit behind something, or just resources, or just on a more messier kind of, from a more messier perspective, someone just took what they thought they deserved because they feel like they were screwed over. Because you see this Ten of Pentacles, that's kind of like, this something that has been built, like family wise, and someone, this Queen of Pentacles is basking over this Pentacles. It's like, in this energy I'm feeling, you see how like this land right here is barren, like there's been some sort of a dry spell, a rough patch, but there, and in the background things are kind of growing and in bloom. So it's like they are receiving something that is helping their situation flourish, even though the Seven of Wands energy, there is someone who is in opposition to this. There's someone who is fighting to keep what they can, or someone is determined to get what they have coming to them, if that makes sense. As far as like the characteristics of this reading, we have the Nine of Cups. Can you see that? I'm trying to put it in angle. Let me put this over. But we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords. So this kind of goes back to when I said, there's someone who, like, there's this energy of like, okay, everything's okay, just but I'm getting this kind of like oblivion, or kind of like just a lack of awareness about something, because it's clarified by this Ace of Wands and this Eight of Swords. So it's like something is going on, something kind of passionate, something heavy, and someone is kind of, maybe they're aware of it, but they're acting like they're not, or they're trying to dismiss it, or they don't want to accept the reality of a situation. This could be, again, like your person, or this could be the person that's dealing with your person. Like for you, like this could be someone who you met, and it's like, it's kind of like their motivation to really get going, because they may say they were separated, but they hadn't really started the process, even though their heart is not really with their person. And their person may be trying to hold on to a situation. There may be someone involved who met, like when I see this Knight of Cups go into this Star card energy, I feel like this Knight of Cups is kind of presenting themselves. Like there could be someone who met, like, I mean, and I'm take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, this isn't for everyone, but for some people, this could be someone offering love to someone who's an adult worker, a stripper, someone they met online, someone that they maybe had a casual affair with, or thought would be a one-night stand, quick fling, but it kind of turned into something more, is what I'm getting. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? And we have like as far as what sums this reading up, and I'm gonna talk about like the letter cards as well that I pulled, but we have the Fool and we have the King of Swords. So the Fool, of course, talks about starting over, fresh. At the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is an energy of just like doing something, like being single, but they still have, you see this rabbit here. They're still very much kicking, they're ready to move forward. They still have the vitality, the energy, and all of that, but it's just, it didn't work out, whatever this situation was. But now it's time to start over. And this King of Swords in this particular deck specifically, it talks about like disconnecting from the past, like letting go in a mature way, not, kind of trying to stick it to the other person, not trying to, be petty. I feel like the best way to heal from this is just to be high vibe about it. As hard as that can be, especially if there's been some disrespect, but I don't know. That's just that's what I'm getting. I know it may be a little bit vague. Well, it's kind of vague, but in the sense, but in one way, it's like okay, it's pretty distinct. Like I know this is a breakup of some kind, and it's something that feels a little bit deeper than just a casual breakup, or at the very least, is something that mentally feels heavy. You know what I mean? So it could be someone who a person really liked or was really into. Like if this isn't a marriage, it's just something that has a really like an attached energy to, if that makes sense. Um, like you were not necessarily you, but whoever was really feeling this person, and it's like a punch in the gut knowing that they've found someone else. But I just feel a lot of success, like for whoever has been done, who has been wronged in the situation, is not going to walk away empty-handed. And for the other, and for someone else in a particular situation, it's almost like it's almost better to just say, okay, here you can have it, and just cut your losses in order to move on and find your true happiness. Because it's like there's no point in keeping things going on and on and on, like this process, whatever this is, that is kind of this, so on and so forth. But everything will be successful. Things will come to, you know, a decent, a good conclusion. But it's just, this tower and all of that is the beginning stages and just kind of getting through. But once you get beyond it and look back, it's like, okay, it happened for a reason. So, as far as, so I mentioned teacher. Also, there could be someone who goes by Ace. There could be someone who goes by Kara, um, or Karen. Someone may race or jog or be a runner, or like race cars, like leisurely, or bikes or something like that, dirt bikes or whatever people do. There may be someone named Josh, and there may be someone who, what else? Kara, Ace, and Josh. Okay, and yeah, and lastly, I didn't really pull too many, and of course, this isn't going to apply to most people in this type of space, but there could be someone who works in a particular situation where there's a wagon involved. Like I'm looking at this Ten of Wands, and the letters I pulled, and so someone could work like in a, not per se a field, maybe on a farm, or maybe doing something in construction where they have to carry things in a wagon or some sort of like cart that's similar to a wagon. But yeah, and as far as sign, there's a little bit of everything here. We do have Aquarius, we have Gemini, we have Cancer, we have Sag, we have Virgo, we have Leo, but the most prevalent, I would say, because I tend to fall back on the characteristic cards when I look at the signs, unless there's something really standing out to me in the spread. But I'm feeling more Pisces and well, you're Aquarius, so Pisces, maybe another Aquarius, maybe a Gemini. But yeah, but that's just, it's definitely not contingent just to that. But yeah, that's what I see. But again, a little bit of everything. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. I really appreciate it. Dawn Burgins Tarot. Have a great rest of your May. Bye.